YouTube, what is up? I am super excited for this review today, man, for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, I'm kicking off the review of my favorite Jordan silhouette, and that is, as you can see in the title, the Jordan 6. Hands down, I mean, without question, that is my favorite review. And on today in particular, I am extremely excited because I have a pickup of mine that I do consider a grail. It is also one of the most hyped shoes of last year, 2019, and it was also in contention for shoe of the year. Now, that distinction may have either gone to this shoe or to the Jordan 11. May have gone to the Jordan 11 Bread, that is, and it also could have gone to like the MCA Off-White or something. But in my opinion, hands down, this shoe was shoe of the year 2019, and I'm talking about none other than the Jordan 6 Travis Scott. And there it absolutely is. I love this shoe. Man, I mean, if you couldn't tell, I'll say it one more time. I'm ecstatic to be able to review this shoe. This is, I worked hard to get this shoe, and I'll tell you what that means exactly. This is the only shoe that I have in my entire collection paid resale for. All right. So before I get into that, the shoe came out last, I believe, fall or summer 2019. And this is Travis Scott's either second or third. The first one was the Jordan 4 Travis Scott, which I will get my hands on one day. Mark my words about that one. And then it was the Jordan 1 Travis Scott, which is super dope. It's got the brown colorway on it with the reverse swoosh on it. And then this guy came, and I had to have this shoe. I mean, this is just a perfect collab and silhouette combination that I could dream of. So the shoe debuted, it came out for $250. And I unfortunately struck out. I mean, I took L after L after L on this shoe, like a lot of people did. And so, I kind of chalked up as a loss, and, I went on about my business. Happened to be in the mall, in one of the resale stores out in Ontario, California. I'll go ahead and give them a shout out, Easy Kicks Ontario. This was sitting here calling my name. And, I mentioned to you, I was out in California. I was blessed to be able to make a little bit of change. And I called the wife up. And, she said, "Hey, man, how bad you want it?" I said, "I want it real bad." And she gave me the go ahead. She gave me the okay. I thanked her. And I ended up paying
$650
for this shoe. So if you're a casual watcher, if you don't understand the sneaker game, you think I'm absolutely batshit crazy. I paid more for this shoe than some people pay on their car notes. I paid more for this shoe than some people paying insurance all year. I mean, I paid a lot for this shoe. I did. But that just goes to show you, the passion that I have, and just how volatile the sneaker game can be. This is considered absolutely a hype shoe. And what that means is, for those who don't understand, that when a hype shoe comes out, it will be of hype as far as notoriety. And what will also drive that is the limited quantities in which these were produced. If I'm not mistaken, I believe these were produced to the tune of 125,000 pairs, which included men's sizes, grade school, and toddler. So I don't know which shoe. Obviously, the men's shoe got the bulk of that amount, but the shoe was limited. I had to have it. I just absolutely had to have it. So the truth of the matter is about this shoe, once I got that shoe, I peeped it, I took a look on it, and I put it right back in the box. I shipped all my shoes home back here to Orlando. I put them in these guys, and I've never taken the shoe out since. And to be brutally honest, this might as well be an unboxing of the shoe. I have not studied this shoe. I have not taken it out and done all the things that you would do for all the other shoes. So with that being said, I'm going to do my best to try to give you a full-on review as if it's the first time I'm seeing them, because truthfully, it kind of really is. You know what I mean? So this shoe, again, is a collaboration with hip-hop artist Travis Scott. Now, me being the 20-something-year-old person that I am, I'm not really into, the hip-hop scene as much as I used to be, or at least the new stuff. I do know who Travis Scott is. I'm well aware of his popularity. I know who he's dating because, you know, I see the blogs and all this other stuff. But I know a couple of songs that the man made, but that's about it. You know what I mean? I know he is from Houston. I know he's got this whole Astro World concept, and that Nike picked him up and thought he would be a great collaborator. And this is one of the designs that he inspired. And so for that, you know, shout out to him. This shoe is obviously the Jordan 6 silhouette. Now, if I had a more conventional silhouette, like say the infrared, I'd go over some more details. If you haven't seen my Jordan 6 DMP review, please go back and check that one out, because I give you a little bit more hits about what the shoe entails and how it comes. So this one builds on that. Just in as much as this particular shoe, where they're on the Jordan 6 has a ankle protector here. On the front side, it actually has a little pocket. Now, the cool kids like to say that this is a pocket for storing paraphernalia or other things, you know what I mean? I don't subscribe to that, but I just think it's a dope little touch that they put on this particular shoe. This shoe wrapped in this olive camo colorway, I think it's just a dope combination with some super buttery suede and matching lace. Now, what you're going to find out is that a lot of my shoes have what Jordan brand calls a color infrared, and that color is on this Jumpman as well as the rear spoiler here. In my DMP video, I mentioned that at the time when the 6 was created, Jordan was driving a Porsche, and rumor has it that since his Porsches had a spoiler on the back, Tinker Hatfield, the designer of the Jordan 6, incorporated those cues into this shoe. So there's your spoiler. And so what they were really careful to do is keep some of that infrared 6 hints onto this shoe. So they transferred the infrared colorway onto this shoe. And that color is present on this, again, this tongue sheath, this lace lock, the infrared. And this cool stitching on the back here, which reads Cactus Jack, which is Travis Scott's nickname or his moniker or whatever you want to have. On the opposite shoe, it has that good old classic Nike Air in that infrared colorway, man. So what I was starting to say was, if Jordan Brand wants me to buy a 6, you put some infrared on it and I'm gonna snatch it up. $200 or not. I just love the infrared color. I mean, it's just phenomenal. It pops, it sticks out, stands out, and it is dope. And you know, just having 2 different tags on the back, Cactus Jack and Nike Air, it's just a sublime, superb touch that Nike added. So this particular one, again, does have somewhat of a translucent spoiler on the back. It is somewhat see-through. Hopefully you can see my shadow or silhouette through the rear spoiler here. It has a nice distressed tongue on top, which hopefully the camera will pick that up. As I mentioned, that this does have this medial pocket, you know, for whatever you choose to store in there. I don't see it being of much use, but you know, it is. This beautiful suede that's just so really soft and buttery with this black sole. Now, a cool little hint, something I'm going to show you, and hopefully this will pick up. I want to cut the lights and show you something I think pretty cool. So here's a pretty cool feature about these. Bottoms actually glow in the dark. Now, you know, definitely something that is was cool when you were a kid, but I think it's really cool now. Just little touches about this shoe, man, take this up a notch. And you can tell right there, it's just fire, man, glow in the dark bottoms. You know what I mean? That's a Travis Scott touch all by itself. Super clean, man. In addition to the glow in the dark bottoms, I've also cut the flash on, so hopefully you can see a staple that's present in most Jordan 6s, and that's 3M that's hidden behind the actual material. I'm gonna put this up to the light. Hopefully you guys can see the 3M shining behind the holes here. So I think that's just super cool, man. On the other side. Super, super cool. While I have this particular view, you can look inside and see that on the air bubble, that actually looks like an infrared, an infrared color there. I never noticed that until just right now. So like I said, this shoe continues to amaze me. Let's get these lights back on and take one final look at this. Some other cool features about this particular shoe, you can tell Travis Scott had his handprints on, on the shoe, is that there are some little hints that are buried, within the shoe. So underneath the tongue cowl or the tongue shield, I don't know exactly what this is called, but if you peel it back, because this helps with delacing it. There's actually a Cactus Jack symbol that's beneath that tongue cowl. Hopefully that's shown up on camera pretty well. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know, if you peel back this cowl on the other 6s, I don't know if there's anything behind there, but this is a little cute little feature they put on there. And as well, on the inside of the concealment pocket, there's a Cactus Jack symbol there, which I think is really cool. You know, I also forgot to mention on the tongue lock, excuse me, the lace lock, there's a Cactus Jack symbol on one side and a Jordan brand symbol on the other. In addition to that, on the insole, no, can't forget the insole, that there's a Nike Air that's in a cool yellow. Now, this yellow may be a foreshadowing to that there was supposed to be another one of these dropping sometime this year, but it was either rumored to be a friends and family pair, or it was going to be another alternate version of this, which if that comes out, I'll lose my mind and I'll pay another $650 if I had to get that one. Wife shaking her head no. She don't know yet. Well, if that comes out, you know, we talking about getting that. But yeah, there's that yellow on the inside, which is pretty cool. Now post that yellow up. I think Quavo from the Migos actually had an early pair on his feet one day. So I'll post that picture up with that terrible ass outfit he had on. But he was rocking those shoes though. And one more point, that stitched Cactus Jack that's on the outside underneath this shield, this toe cowl, is stitched and embroidered, same on the inside. I don't know if that's picking up or not, but you know, that's just pretty cool, man. And let's not forget the infrared Jumpman on the tongue, excuse me, on the bottom. I am a sucker for infrared. So you want to, you know, support the channel, send me some infrared 6s, the white infrared 6s, the all Toro 23 infrared 6s. I'll take those. Just send them my way, size 11. You know, I got you. I do review and thank you for it. But check out this. Jordan brand absolutely did us a solid by including these lace swap options. Now, if you watch the majority of my Jordan 1 videos, I told you Jordan brand, man, they just, you know, they absolutely win me and keep me as a fan by giving us options to lace swap. Now, this is obviously the camo or olive colored lace that came with the shoe. But as you can see from the lace bags, they did provide us with yellow and black laces. Now, because of the popularity of this shoe and because it's such a hype beast style shoe, I've seen all types of laces in here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to end up going with, but just the option is always something that's great for me. Options are always an added bonus to any shoe, especially for the Jordan brand. Now, with this particular shoe, you know, my saying has been, I rock my stock. Now, that's true for about 98% of my shoes. But the other 2%, including this one, I have not put this one on the ground yet. So, full disclosure, I actually had a trip to Toronto planned with my wonderful wife, and that was going to be for our anniversary and celebrating that. This guy was going to make the trip, and it was going to actually be unds and broken out way up there in the Great White North. But unfortunately, because of the COVID-19 situation, that didn't happen. So as part of this video, unfortunately, there won't be any on feet. You know, I don't need to take this shoe and treat it like it's a trophy. You know what I mean? Shoes are designed to be worn. And yo, listen, I promise you, these shoes will get put on feet at some point. It's just not an everyday shoe. It's not something that you just break out just to go to the grocery store. So therefore, I haven't worn it yet. You know, I'll find some special occasion or some event or some kind of convention or something where I'll finally break this out. But that time is not right now. So as far as my 1 to 10 rating, this is a little difficult for me. This is not the perfect shoe, but it's pretty damn close. I would say this is between a 9 and a 9.5. And the only reason I don't give it a full 10 because I don't know what the 10 looks like. You know what I mean? You're talking about absolute perfection. I don't quite know that this is it, but it's the closest thing to it. So this might be one of my highest rated shoes. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you right now, a Jordan 6, because of where it sits in my personal favorites, will start out at least a 6.5 out of 10 and potentially only go up from there. So there's never going to be a shoe that's a Jordan 6 that's going to start out, you know, at 0, have to work its way or earn its way into a top tier rating. And this just puts icing on cake after icing on cake, cherry on top, all that good stuff. This is one to have. Is it a must cop? Yes, absolutely. I mentioned though, this is an every man's channel. You know, I try to exercise some restraint and judgment, and I try to think about what the average consumer is going to do, and the average consumer is not going to spend $650 on a pair of shoes. The value of this is only probably going to keep going up. It's not the most valuable Travis Scott collaboration. I believe that distinction goes to the actual either the Jordan 1 or the Jordan 4 at the moment. But this is within the wheelhouse of maybe someone who saved up for a little bit. I do think it's a must cop. And under no circumstances, well, unless you know I hit hard times or something, will this shoe ever leave my collection. It's absolutely a favorite of mine. I think the craftsmanship, all the hints, everything just comes together beautifully, and it makes a wonderful shoe. You know what I mean? If I'm going to try to stroke this suede. Hopefully you can see some of this motion in the ocean right there with that suede. It's just a great shoe. And I'm so thankful to be able to have this. I'm thankful that, you know, my wife will let me pull the trigger on this, and I put myself in a position to be able to buy this shoe. So, like I said, man, this was the Travis Scott Jordan 6. Absolutely a must cop. You know, don't put yourself in harm's way to get it, but if you can get this, you know, by all means, this is a must cop, 100%. So with that being said, please look forward to the rest of my Jordan 6 collection. It's my absolute favorite silhouette, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Again, unfortunately, no on foot, but you know, I try to get some good B-roll and help you guys take a look at this thing. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more reviews. Helps the channel out, helps me out, and subscribe to my Instagram, J_shoe_fanatic. Thank you for checking in with this review. My favorite Jordan 6, the Jordan 6 Travis Scott, and I'm out.